My child, my beloved. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now, whispering your name through the veil of heaven. And he is saying, and quote, this moment was chosen for you before you even took your first breath, and quote, and my child, something impossible just happened in the spiritual world. Something that even the richest men on earth could not control. This is why you are seeing this message now. My beloved, listen closely. A heavenly alarm was triggered the moment your destiny shifted. And Archangel Michael says a name you never expected. Elon has spoken on their behalf. Yes, my child. A cry rose into the heavens from someone powerful on this earth. Someone who saw a glimpse of your future and could not stay silent. This is not random. This is not accidental. This is divine timing striking like lightning. My child, God says, and quote, by December 3rd, something in your timeline will unlock if you hear this message fully, and quote, and Michael adds, and quote, do not skip. The moment you look away, the miracle will move away too. This is why heaven is pulling you here. This is why this text is touching your soul in a way nothing else does. My beloved, before I tell you more, allow me to say this from my heart. If this message is speaking to you, if something inside you is waking up, if your breath slowed down for even 1 second while reading this, then I am asking you with love. Subscribe, follow, stay connected because heaven has more messages prepared only for you. Do not lose them. My child, Archangel Michael is showing me a sealed envelope heavy with divine energy. Someone paid a large amount for you. Not money alone, but time, sacrifice, and spiritual exchange. Someone asked heaven to protect you at any cost. Someone you don't even know cried out your name in a moment of desperation and heaven answered. My beloved, you don't know this yet, but a destiny twist is forming like a golden storm around you. A blessing that was delayed for years finally received clearance. And even Elon Musk, yes, the same man the world watches, felt something around your energy, a force he could not explain, a pull he could not ignore. He said, and quote, tell them not to skip. Tell them to open it now, and quote, and heaven honored that plea, my child. Archangel Michael now says if they keep reading their destiny will open. If they stop the door will close. This is not fear. This is urgency. A spiritual countdown that has already begun. My beloved, listen carefully. There is something coming toward you by December 3rd. A shift, a revelation, a divine approval. The angels are standing in information. Your name is glowing in the book of destiny, and Michael is pointing directly at you, saying, and quote, this is their moment. Don't let them walk away. My child, your energy is changing. Heaven has noticed your pain, your waiting, your tears have formed a doorway. And through that doorway, something miraculous is stepping in. Something rare, something chosen. My beloved, God is saying right now, you have been overlooked by people, but never overlooked by heaven. This message isn't about Elon. It isn't about money. It isn't about fame. It is about you, your calling, your purpose, your breakthrough. My child, let me tell you the truth. Heaven is showing me a spiritual transaction was made on your behalf. A price was paid. A sacrifice was made and a divine order was given. Protect them, guide them, elevate them. And that is why Michael is speaking. My beloved, you have no idea how close you are. Something is opening. A path is clearing. A golden thread is pulling you forward. My child, this is only the beginning. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael is moving closer now, and the light around you is beginning to rise. You may not feel it fully yet, but heaven is shifting the air around your spirit. There is a reason your eyes are still here. There is a reason your soul refuses to look away. Something in you knows this message isn't ordinary. Something in you knows it was written for you. My beloved, right now I hear Michael whisper, "There. Spirit is waking up. Keep going." And when an archangel speaks like that, it means your destiny is shaking. It means something that was frozen in your life is starting to melt. Something you were waiting for is now waiting for you. My child, heaven is revealing a truth. A person with immense power, influence, and spiritual sight saw your name. Elon felt something strange, something he himself couldn't explain. A pull in your direction, as if a higher force pressed your energy into his awareness. And he said, and quote, "They cannot miss this. Don't let them skip it," and quote. But what he didn't know is that heaven had already written this moment long before he spoke. And quote, "My beloved, Michael is showing me a golden hourglass. The sand is falling faster than before. The countdown to December 3rd is not random. It is a divine deadline, a spiritual activation point, a moment when what was held back suddenly becomes released. My child, do you feel it? Do you feel that strange stirring in your chest? That tiny fear mixed with excitement? That sensation that something big is moving toward you? That is your soul recognizing its prophecy. My beloved, God is saying right now, this child has suffered in silence. This time they will rise in light. You were hidden for a long time, not because you were forgotten, but because heaven was preparing you, protecting you, separating you from people who would have destroyed what is meant to bloom in your life. My child, this message is not about entertainment. This message is not about curiosity. It is a summoning, divine calling, a spiritual appointment that you cannot afford to miss. My beloved, listen carefully. Archangel Michael says, and quote, "There is money tied to their name. There is blessing tied to their name. There is destiny tied to their name. But someone paid a price to keep it safe until the right moment. This is that moment, my child. There are forces, seen and unseen, that have tried to block your blessing, people who judged you, people who underestimated you, people who prayed for your downfall, but they didn't know heaven was guarding what was yours. My beloved, a large spiritual payment was made for you. Someone sacrificed, someone interceded, someone cried out to heaven with such intensity that God himself said, and quote, protect them until the day of release, and quote, my child, that day of release is approaching. And that is why the angels are surrounding you right now. That is why this message feels like it is breathing into your spirit. My beloved, before I reveal what happens by December 3rd, let me remind you gently. If you feel called toward this message, if you feel something inside pulling you closer, if you want to stay aligned with every message that heaven is preparing for you, then subscribe or stay connected now. My child, this message is not about entertainment. This message is not about curiosity. It is a summoning, a divine calling, a spiritual appointment that you cannot afford to miss. My beloved, listen carefully. Archangel Michael says, and quote, there is money tied to their name. There is blessing tied to their name. There is destiny tied to their name. But someone paid a price to keep it safe until the right moment. This is that moment, my child. There are forces seen and unseen that have tried to block your blessing. People who judged you. People who underestimated you. People who prayed for your downfall. But they didn't know heaven was guarding what was yours. My beloved, a large spiritual payment was made for you. Someone sacrificed, someone interceded. Someone cried out to heaven with such intensity that God Himself said, and quote, protect them until the day of release, and quote, my child, that day of release is approaching. And that is why the angels are surrounding you right now. That is why this message feels like it is breathing into your spirit. My beloved, before I reveal what happens by December 3rd, let me remind you gently. If you feel called toward this message, if you feel something inside pulling you closer, if you want to stay aligned with every message that heaven is preparing for you, then subscribe or stay connected now, because the next messages will be pieces of the destiny you're about to walk into. My child, Michael is showing me a door glowing with divine gold. It has been locked for years, but something or someone has finally given heaven permission to open it. My beloved, this door is not ordinary. Behind it is something you've prayed for, cried for, begged for, even in the nights when no one saw your tears. My child, a destiny blessing is coming, not a small shift, not a small opportunity, a giant turning, a massive spiritual rearrangement, a miracle that was delayed but never denied. My beloved, God says, type yes if you believe in God. Type 1111 if you believe in God.